Hey, what's going on, guys? Just Trey Wilson here. I just wanted to make this quick Craigslist training for you guys. Craigslist is a different beast. It's very rewarding. It can be very rewarding. It's kind of early in the morning, 2:40 a.m. in the morning here where I am in Louisiana, and my words are kind of running all together and whatnot. But Craigslist can be very rewarding. Okay, so now just a couple of things to remember. You want to start slow, and what I mean by start slow is when you begin to post your ads to attract your customers. You want to start slow. You don't want to go to spraying out 100 ads a day. What I would suggest is do one ad every other day. It doesn't take a lot of ads to get traction on Craigslist. So I would post one ad every other day starting out. And then once you get your account to where it is in good standing with Craigslist, then you can start to post a bit more. But I would never go over 2 to maybe 3 ads a day, depending on how aggressive you want to be with your posting. Okay. Now, you want to post in your area. When you start off posting on Craigslist, and everything that I'm saying right now will make sense later on because I'm going to do some illustrations and I'm going to actually go to Craigslist and post some live ads so you can see what I'm talking about. But when I say post in your area, whenever you log on to the Craigslist website, it'll pull up the area that's closest to your IP address. So, like for instance, my IP address is located in Jackson. Okay, and for some reason it's located in Jackson, Mississippi, but Shreveport is the closest city to me. But what I would do is I would just either choose Jackson or I would choose some of the areas that's in the nearby cities. Let me go to Craigslist and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, on Craigslist, and you see it pulled up. So if I wanted to, I could post in either of these cities over here. Shreveport is also on that list, but I like to choose a decent sized city, nothing too big because those ads get flagged a lot from what I'm learning. So you want to kind of choose a city that's a decent sized city like Little Rock, Memphis, Shreveport. Like if you choose a city like Dallas, I don't think Dallas is on this list. But if I clicked on Shreveport, Dallas would be on this list. But if I posted in Dallas, either that ad would get flagged or either I get some leads, but by the middle of the day, end of the day, the ad will be so far down in the other ads on Craigslist that no one is seeing it. So it's I kind of try to stay away from the bigger cities and I post in the smaller cities, and the ad stays up longer and it gets me more customers. Okay. All right. So let me go back to slide here. All right. So now, like I said, start slow, post in your area. Okay, and including those nearby cities. Let me put that in here. All right, burn in your IP address. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to go in here and do an illustration right quick. All right, so most times when you're an internet marketer, network marketer, people want to post in these places right here, these categories: computer, creative, crew, event, labor, talent, and writing. And which is fine. You get a lot of leads from those areas, okay? And also, these areas right here, it costs to post in these areas. Depending on how big the city is how much it will cost to post in that area. Like, let me see. I'm just gonna click one. It wouldn't post education. I'll show you something right quick. Let me see. Post to clients. Job offered. Okay, and this is a $10 city. So if you wanted to post in the job section of Jackson, Mississippi, it would charge you $10 per section that you wanted to post in. So if I chose customer service and education and etc., it would charge me $30 because I'm posting in 3 different categories and in the job section. But if I wanted to post in the gig section, it's free. Okay. So that's where most of you guys will start off. Now you do get a lot of traffic while posting in the paid categories, but you can do just as well here. And I'm going to give you some differences and cons and pros of posting in the paid section and posting in the free section. Okay. Now you want to go, I want someone, and then you would choose one of these different categories. Okay. Depending on what you're promoting, depending on what you're advertising. Okay. Now we'll get into that later. I'll post a Craigslist ad later that's live, and I'll show you what I mean. Like I said, everything will come together once you start getting the hang of this thing. It's pretty simple. Okay, post once per day starting out. I would even go so far as to say to post once every other day until you get your ad in good, your account in good standing with Craigslist. You don't want to go out there and, like I say, the spray and play method, spray and pray. You want to post in a, let me see, a kind of under the radar way. You don't want people to know that you're spamming. You're not spamming. You don't want people to think that you're spamming. That way your ads get flagged. And you want to keep your account in good standing with Craigslist. Okay. All right. So next one, be creative but brief. Okay. Now when you're posting your ad, you want to be creative. You want to let people know the type of person that you're looking for. So you want to be kind of specific with your ad, but you want to be kind of brief with your ad at the same time. Sometimes less is more. Okay. Now I'll cover that more also when I do the live ad. Okay. And the last thing I want to just get out there, you will get flagged, so don't get discouraged. It happens to everyone. I'll show you my account right here. Let's see, Trey Wilson over there. Everyone has a back office. If you don't, I'll tip my hat off to you. Let me know how you're doing it. All right. So these are removed. That means that either someone flagged me, like a competitor that's out there, they flagged me, or either Craigslist flagged me. They didn't like what I said in the ad, or either I posted too far away from my address, or they just didn't like the ad. It's just, you don't get a reason. It's just Craigslist didn't like it, so or the community of Craigslist flagged it, so your ad isn't gonna stay up. But it's that simple, okay? So back to my slide. All right. Now these are just some optional but recommended suggestions, okay? You want to use a Google Voice number. You don't want to put your real phone number out there. You don't want strange people calling your real phone number, because you will get strange people. And you also, once you're not working, you want to be able to turn that off. You want to be able to enjoy your family, enjoy your weekend, or whatever you want to do in your spare time. Okay? Use a professional email. I recommend Gmail. I like to use this one.com email at the same time myself, but this one right here, it's professional Trey Wilson at workwithtrey.com. I like Gmail, works just as well. So if you want a Trey Wilson, if you want to at whatever your domain is, get with me and I'll show you how to get that done. But like I say, use Gmail. It's free. If you don't know how to create a Gmail account, plenty of YouTube videos are out there. Go to YouTube University. They'll show you how to create that Gmail account. But it's pretty simple. Just follow the steps. Okay? All right. So now, another suggestion that I have is communicate by phone with your potential clients. Okay? A lot of people just choose to communicate by email, which is semi-personable, but I always suggest and I always train people to communicate by phone with your potential customers. It lets them know that it's a real person on the other side of the ad that they're viewing. So you don't want to just send them an email with your link in it. You want to kind of get to know them, have a conversation with them, just like you're talking to your friend. It's simple. I'll show you how to do that also. We'll do some role playing if you feel so, and we'll get that out there to them. Now, texting is an option. And what I mean by that is you can put your phone number in your ad and tell them to text you, but I would always recommend going with the communicating by phone. But texting is an option. It does work as well. You may have to text more people, but it does work. But I would also, what I would do if I were you, I would text them to set up a time to talk, and then I would get on the phone with them, ask them questions, see if they're fit for you to work with, because you're going to be spending time with these people, and so will I. And just get to know that person. Just have a conversation with that person. I have a script that kind of guides you in what to say. So it's pretty simple, nothing hard. It's nothing expert here. You can tell by the way my computer's set up. It's a simple process. It's nothing hard. All right, so I'm gonna close this video out right now, and in the next video I'm gonna post a live Craigslist ad to show you what I would do in certain situations. Okay, signing out.